On example number 12, or on problem number 12, it says write the standard form of an equation of a parabola with vertex 0, 0 and focus 0, negative 2. So let's see. You want to be able to make a sketch. If you don't make a sketch, it becomes a much more difficult problem. So let's go make a sketch of the information that they give us. Vertex is 0, 0. Focus is 0, negative 2. That means you're going to stay there and then you're going to go down 2. So stay there in 1, 2. Your focus is right here. So that means that your focus has to be inside. Your focus will be inside the parabola. It's facing the y, the negative y. So we have to use the negative 4py because it's facing the y on the negative side. That means on the other side we have x squared. Now notice the vertex is 0, 0, so I only need an h and a k. So it gives me x squared. And the only thing that I need to find the value of p. P is the distance from your vertex to your center. And I don't need this negative right now. Well, I know it's going to be negative, so I'm just going to use the one with the negative. Either way, it's fine. Your vertex from your focus is 1, 2. So P is equal to 2. I'm going to plug it in. If you plug it in here, it will be x squared is equal to negative 4 times 2y. Therefore, x squared is equal to negative 8y. One of the last things I want you to confirm is that because it's facing down, your final equation should have a negative. Now, problem number 13, same process. You want to be able to make a sketch of all the information. The previous one was a parabola. So they only give you the vertex and the focus. In this case, it's an ellipse, and they give you that the center is 0, 0. The covertices are 5, 0 and negative 5, 0, and the vertices are 0, 6 and 0, negative 6. So it's my center. 5, I'm going to go to the right 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0. To the left 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I'm going to go and do my vertex 0, 6. I'm going to stay there. I'm going to go up 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then stay there and then go down 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My vertex is 0, 0, so I don't need an h and a k. It's an ellipse, so it'll be plus in between. X squared over number, y squared over number is equal to 1. Now, how many spaces, how many units did I go to the right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So under the x will be 5 squared is 25. How many did I go up and down? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So under the y will be 6 squared or 36. And that's it. But it is very important that you guys make a sketch. It was very, very helpful. Especially if your center is not 0, 0. You might get a little more complex. Number 14. Write the standard equation of a circle with center negative 5, 3 and radius 4. Remember, this is your HK, your center, and it's a circle. So you first must be able to memorize your circle. At this point, see if you can write it down without looking at your notes. Ready? So y x minus h squared plus y minus k squared is equal to r squared. And I'm just going to plug in my h and my k. So this will be x plus 5, remember it's the opposite, square, plus y minus 3 square. And this is r, that means that this is going to be 16. R is 4, r squared will be 16. Problem number 15. Notice that 14 was easy, right? Just plug it in, and that's it. Those will be just almost 3 points. Number 15. There's a plus in between. If there's a plus in between, remember, it's going to be an ellipse. My center will be h and k. So it'll be 3 for the x, for the y will be negative 1. 3, negative 1 is here. Under my x, there's a 3. Now the square of 3 is about 1.7. So I'm going to go, it's under the x, so I'm going to go to the right 1.7, to the left 1.7. Under my y, there's a 16. Square of 16 is 4. So I'm going to go for my center, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. It's an ellipse. I don't need to do anything else but my ellipse. So let me label it. Remember, this is your center. Your longest side will be your vertex. Your shorter side will be your co-vertex. The last thing I need to do, I need to be able to find my focus. So I'll be find C, because C will tell you how far your focus is from your center. That'll be a squared. This is a plus, so this will be minus. B squared is equal to C squared. That'll be 16 minus 3, the bigger number, minus the smaller one. So it'll be 13 is equal to C squared. So C is equal to square of 13. And the square of 13, 3 times 3 is 9. Square of 9 is 3. The square of 16 is 4. So it'll be about 3 point, it's a little closer to 16. Well, it's almost halfway there. So let's say 3.6. Your focus has to be inside the ellipse. It has to be on the longest axis. So it'll be 1, 2, 3.6. And 1, 2, 3.6. And that's it. Make sure to label all your points and to circle your values of C. Number 16. Graph the following conic section. First, you need to be able to recognize what type of conic section this is. There's a minus in between, so I know this is going to be a hyperbola. First, my center. My center is 3, negative 2, your x and then your y. So 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2. That's my center. Now, under my x, there's a 9. Square of 9 is 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Under my y, there's a 4. So I'm going to go up 2 and down 2. It's a hyperbola. So we need to be able to make a little box. Some of you guys just use the corners and connect the corners, which is fine. You can do that as well if you want. I prefer to do a little box. Construction my hyperbola a little bit better. Now the reason that I make a box is because I want to connect the corners. And I want you guys to make your hyperbola all the way through the space that's given, even beyond the graph. Even beyond the graph. Now I need to decide if my hyperbola is going to go sideways or up and down. I look at the first variable, it's an x, so that means that it's going to go sideways. If the y is first, then it's going to go up and down. In this case, you want to be able to follow your asymptotes. You want to be able to follow your asymptotes. Follow your asymptotes. Follow your asymptotes. Oops, that's really better. So let's go and label it. This is your vertex. This is your vertex. Now I need to be able to find my focus. So we find C. It'll be C squared is equal to, if that's a minus, this will be a plus. C is equal to 9 plus 4. C squared is equal to 13, so C is equal to the square of 13, which is approximately 3.6. Just happen to be the same thing as the previous problem. So I'm going to go inside your hyperbola. 1, 2, 3.6, that'll be your focus. And 1, 2, 3.6, that'll be your focus. The last thing that we need to do are your asymptotes. Remember, it'll be just like the Points law formula, or your y minus k is equal to plus or minus your slope x minus h. And even without looking at the graph, I can grab it from here. So it will be y plus 2, right? Your k is negative 2, so I'll place it plus 2, equal to plus or minus my slope, my x minus 3. My slope is the rise over the run. So the square of 4 is 2 over your rise. Your 1 is the square of 9 is 3. Your y over your x. Or you can go from here if you want. Your rise is up 2 and to the right 3. Whichever way you prefer. Remember, to find the slope, you locate 2 points on the graph, which are already there. That'll be your rise over your run, or your y over your x. And that'll be the equation. Now, if you want to separate it, one positive, one negative, so for y, that'll give you the equation of this line, and that'll give you the equation of this line here. And the last problem, number 17. Write the equation in standard form. So first you need to decide what type of equation this is. They both are squares, so it's not a parabola. They both have the same sign, so it's not a hyperbola. And they have different coefficients, so this is an ellipse. I'm going to go through the process. I'm going to go and group my x's together. Leave some space. I'm going to go and group my y's together. Leave some space. And I'm going to move my 16 to the right, becomes a negative 16. Now I want to take out the common factor. I can complete the square in here. That's not a problem. But here, I need to make sure that this is a x square only. So I want to take another common factor by just the 6. Because I want this to become an x square. X squared plus what is equal to 12x, so plus 2x. Leave some space. Plus, let me bring this down, y squared minus 8y. If you complete the square here, it's not a problem. You should get the same answer, negative 16. Some of you guys, when you move the 16, you forget to change the sign. Or you can just minus 16 on both sides if that works better for you. Half of negative 8 is 4. The square is positive 16. 0. Half of 2 is 1. The square is positive 1. Remember, you're not just adding 1. It's 6 times 1 is 6. Let's go and factor this out. Double parenthesis. That'll be x and x. Positive 1, positive 1. Let's go and factor this out. Double parenthesis. Equal to 6. That becomes 6. So it'll be y and y. Negative 4 and negative 4. We're going to rewrite it into 1. So it'll be 6 outside. We have x plus 1 square plus y minus 4 square is equal to 6. Then this is an ellipse, so it has to be equal to 1. We're going to divide by 6. That cancels. So my answer will be x plus 1 square plus y minus 4 square divided by 6 is equal to 1. And that'll be my final answer. Thanks for taking the time to look at the answers on my website, on YouTube. Please study some of your formulas. You have to memorize your formulas. If you do not memorize your formulas, you guys will be making a lot of mistakes on the test, and that will cost you big time on the test. So have a great day, and thank you so much.